Welcome back to Whiskey with E. I'm Eric. Now today, not a whiskey with or without the E, but I think we will need to do one soon. I have been feeling like a burden. We're going to follow on the craft beer train, the trend. So without further ado, craft beer review number 167. We have a product coming out of Good Land Brewing Co. So this is the barrel aged edition, barrel aged Scotch ale. Alrighties, let me show you the can. Massive can, so that's a good value there already. 12.3% ABV in a 440ml can. Alrighties, where good beer comes from must be their slogan. At Good Land Beer. Alright, www.goodland.beer. Let me have a little read at the back here for you. Alrighty, so a strong Scotch style ale celebrating the union of traditional 19th century recipe, aged in ex-Starwood whiskey barrels. Alright, ex-Starwood whiskey barrels. Starwood whiskey they normally age their stuff in ex-wine or ex-cherry kind of barrels, but don't quote me on that. So then I assume then they put their whiskey in there, and then that's what they're getting after that. So put that into your mind state. So there will be some of the wine influence in the barrel, then I'm assuming. Anyways, let's continue reading. Alrighty, so a collaboration brewed for our 3rd birthday with Starwood Brewing and Voyage Craft Malt. Deep ruby in colour with aromas of toffee. Oh, let's see. Scotch whiskey and baked spices. Rich flavours of dark fruit, sweet caramel, and oakiness leads to a long, warming finish. Oakiness. Oh, yeah. So it's going to be reminiscent of like a bourbon or something maybe. Brewed and canned by Good Land Brewing Co. That's what I like to see. You know, it's not like contract brewing or anything like that. So they make it, they can it. There you go. Alright, so 12 Standing Drive, Traralgon, Victoria 3844. Made in Australia with water, malt, hops, and yeast. Only the good stuff. 10-cent refund at collection depots in participating blah blah blah. 4.3%. You know what, I'm getting too excited. Let's get right into it. Alrighty, here we go. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh yeah, it's like all coming out right there. Ooh, get off, man. Oh, look at the colour of that. Now that looks like an awesome colour. I mean, I want to save some. Alright. Colour. That is like a ruby. Alrighty, so you can't really see through that. That's like a hazy, ruby. Carbonation is rushing. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Now, the head wasn't really predominant. I didn't finish pouring it or anything like that. But you do see some little things floating in there. But that carbonation is that big kind of bubbles rushing. So the head didn't stick around. But you know what? What does it say? Packed July 2024. Best before July 2034. There you go. They're giving us 10 years. So I guess we can sell this up for 10 years. Anyways, without further ado, craft beer review number 167. Let's get right into it. Oh. Man, if you didn't know any better, you might be thinking this is like a stout almost, just by the nose. It's so deep and dark and rich. I don't know. You're almost thinking that it's heading towards coffee, but it's not. It's just this boozy element of it. But definitely really sweet. Oh my goodness. Dark fruit, sweet caramel. You know what? It noses beautiful. Oh my goodness. I was trying to really think of something really. Like you're getting the maltiness, but it's like it's coming across more fruity, but not like an IPA kind of citrusy, pineapple-y kind of fruit. Nothing like that. It's more of a deep, dark kind of fruit. Look at the color. Look how awesome that color is, eh? Anyways, let's have a sip. Who's tried it? Let me know in the comments. Alrighties. I don't think I've ever tried any products coming out of Good Land Brewing Co. before, so here we go. First impressions. Oh man, that is very full-bodied in flavour. I just wish the carbonation was a little bit more silky, a little bit more bubbly smooth, but maybe this is the style that it's meant to be, you know? Barrel-aged Scotch ale. There you go. Rich flavours of dark fruit, sweet caramel and oakiness leads to a long warming finish. Now that warming finish they describe, you're going to feel it in the back of your throat, you're going to feel it in the back of your chest, going down your belly. But you know what? Let's have another sip, eh? Oh, so boozy. You're almost thinking it's almost like molasses. Like you're thinking it's almost like a rum, but no, it's not a rum or anything like that. I have an ant on my hand. I don't know where it came from. There we go. Get out of here, buddy. See, these are the kind of beers that it doesn't matter if it's not carbonated. I mean, the head's not there. Because the flavor is what is pretty much telling the story here. It's like, it's just full on. So it doesn't really matter if it's a little bit flat, there's no carbonation or anything like that. I mean, it is carbonated, don't get me wrong. The bubbles is rushing up right now. And my apologies if the light keeps doing its thing. I'll try to stay as still as I can. Light! Sorry guys, we'll stay here. Cheers everyone. Yep. Definitely sweet. Definitely on that caramel kind of sweetness. You're not really getting an element of, it's like a dark roasted malt or anything like that. But for some reason it reminds you of like an imperial stout of some sort. Just without the dark notes. But you know what? It's fucking awesome. To be honest, 12.3% alcohol is actually just coming through. You're not going to drink this and think that it's lower in strength or anything like that. Now I'm going to read a few things. For everyone that doesn't know, Jimmy Krekkelberg and his brother are the ones that founded Good Lane Brewing Co. in Traralgon. Bad with these spellings and readings. Victoria. Alrighties, in Australia back in 2021. Alrighty, so he was a mechanical engineer and a home brewer. Pretty much got his experience at Stewart Brewing in Edinburgh, I believe that's in Scotland, and De Molen in Netherlands. There you go. Bit of back history of who started Good Land Brewing Co. Alrighties. There you go. You know what? Going awesome. It is warming up. I didn't really even keep this too chilled. Like the glass was warm already. We're going past 10 minutes, but you know, I just love these beers where you can just take your time, have a sip from time to time, because it's just so warming, if that's even a word. Anyways, cheers everyone, drink responsibly, especially if it's a 12 point something %. Oh my goodness. You could almost say it's like, yeah, I guess on the back end, you're thinking like it's heading towards like a weird, something bitter. But I like the bitter, because we often think bitter could be like the oak or, you know, heading towards coffee or something like that. But it's just still sweet. My goodness. I'm going to spend some time with this, but we're going to definitely tune back in. I may roll up one of those Royal Bourbon ones if there is any left, but thick. It's decadent. It's rich. You know? That flavors does just, it just does keep going, but I don't think the finish is as long as the stubborn. Man. Alright, I think stubborn may have been cheaper. Alright, so I just reviewed something, the one before this one. But to be honest, maybe I've been drinking a fair few different kind of stouts or something real dark. So to me right now, I'm appreciating this. Because it's not a dark beer, but the flavors is just full bodied. Like, look at the color of that. See what it's done? It's still carbonated. It's still active. You're just not getting the head, which is what you'd normally expect if you're drinking something that is high strength. But you know what? Like I always say, if you're drinking something that is high strength, drink responsibly. Sip it, enjoy it. You know, it's not a rush, it's not a race. You don't have to quickly try chug that down because it tastes like shit or something. No, when you buy something and it may have costed you a little bit extra, even though, keep in mind, what you pay for a beer at the pub could be pretty expensive, and you're not even getting a really good quality beer, guys. So that being said, always good to maybe just go check what the craft beers selections is, and yeah, you may as well convince your brain to fork out. Man, is it doing the light to dark thing? Maybe we're just running out of light, eh? Sorry guys. Ooh. Here we go. How about I stay in this angle? Alrighties, here we go. We are going on through some time. I should really probably end this video, but anyways, let me know if you have tried any products coming out of the Good Land Brewing Co. 120 shillings? Is that how much this cost back in the day? If this was back in time? 4.3%, so definitely drink responsibly. This is one of those one and dones. You just have your one beer a day and you're enjoying it, and then you're probably going to go to sleep after you enjoy it. There you go. You're not going to be sessioning on these. But definitely a good beer to try. Alright, if I'm rating beers, if I'm rating it out of 10, a barrel-aged Scotch ale. It's just that, you know, I normally don't like too much of a hoppy, beery kind of note, so I like it when it's something fruity like this. It reminds me of maybe like nosing a good bourbon, something like that, but really sweet, obviously. Man, makes you think the Starwood whiskey barrels now. That Starwood whiskey barrel it would already have like a sweet element from the like wine, that cask that they use to fill up their barrels in the first place at Starwood. You know? Maybe explains the colour. Ooh. Honestly, coating, full of flavour, full bodied. Even as it gets warmer, gets flatter, you're still enjoying it. The flavours is all still there. I have nothing bad to say about this, so all I'm going to say is it's a good beer. I recommend it. And you know, if we was going to score things, this is hard. It's more like we need to grab a whole bunch of Scotch ales, barrel aged or whatever, and then you'll kind of know, you know. But at the moment, we're just grabbing a whole bunch of random beers to try, and you know, we're trying to remember what other Scotch ales, you know, tasted like, and then we're trying to compare that if it's good, you know, to that. But I don't remember drinking too much Scotch ales that I can fully remember. I mean, there was that first release of something, oh my goodness, long ago, see what I mean? And now thinking about it, I thought that was a stout. See, because sometimes, I guess it's more of a porter. You might get a nice release of a porter, and it's not black, you know, it's not jet black. You're going to see some red bleeding through that. But the flavours is still like some awesome flavours. But you know what? Let's final break down this. I mean, if they're saying it tastes like a Scotch, with aromas of toffee, Scotch whiskey, and baked spices. Not an Isla Scotch. It doesn't have any smokiness. It doesn't have any peaty elements in this. If we're talking like Scotch, we're talking like it's a cherry barrel. But yep, sweet caramel definitely. Oakiness leads to a long, warming finish. Yep, oakiness. Yeah, I guess oakiness, because it's not really heading towards like a roastediness, not like an espresso or anything like that. Oakiness, there you go. Just leads to a little bit of a warm spice. So even right now I'm starting to sweat. We're leaning, we're starting to sweat. See, that's why I say these are the one and done beers, ladies and gents. You only want one of these, and you want to call it a night. Anyways, we're going to head all the way to 20 minutes. Sorry about that. Dinosaurs around here are just crazy. Every time they take a step, the earth moves. Alrighties. Jokes, everyone. Alright, much love to you all. Who has tried this? Let me know in the comments. So it's a collaboration between Stewart Brewing, Voyage Craft Malts. Alright. Hold on, Starwood. Yeah, I was about to say, I thought it was like, wasn't it Starwood? I'm reading Stewart. Nah, it does say aged in ex-Starwood whiskey barrels. That's definitely what's given it the extra sweetness and all this lovely colour. Anyways, there's the can. Alrighties. Printed on, not stuck on with a stick or anything. There you go. And if you didn't know, pregnancy warning, alcohol can cause lifelong harm to your baby. Alrighties, right there. Alright. Don't say I didn't warn you. 4.3%, what a monster. That's what I'm saying. Drinks like these, beers like these, you definitely need to just take it easy on it, enjoy the one, have a few sips, break it down. But you know what? It's always about quality over quantity. You know what I mean? Trying new things. There's that many beers out there in the world that even if you tried to buy a different beer every time, would we still be able to try every beer in the world before we die? Who knows? Anyways, do you try every kind of beer that you could try get, or do you stick to your own kind of brands that you like? You know, certain things that you like, you try tuck away, or maybe you don't tuck away, and that's what you just go grab when you go to the bottle shop because it's what you grab. But highly recommend trying different things. Definitely is always awesome. You know what? May as well have another sip. Here we go. Sorry about the lighting thing, guys. Total unprofessional, unedited, unscripted, very cheap camera quality. Wow. I guess poor man's version. I wonder if this is what they'll do. You just go grab an ale of some sort, pour in some scotch to up the percent to 12%, and then is this the flavors that you're getting? Let's just say it does taste really boozy, but I love boozy. I love drinking things that's barrel proof or cask strength, and especially imperial stouts or anything like that. So of course I'm enjoying this. So if I was to rate things out of 10, 9.0. It's just a 9 out of 10. There you go. I mean, that is awesome score. If you're getting anything lower than that, it's not a good beer, I think. And this, I believe, costed more than the Stubborn, so they're roughly the same price, but keep in mind, different experience, obviously. Scotch ale, you know, imperial rye, stouts kind of releases. But you know what? They are very similar, like as in quality wise, they're just up there, you know. You know, when you're trying something that is higher in strength, you're just getting that full-bodied experience, all that flavor. So, you know what? I'm just going to be rambling. I'm just going to be repeating myself. Much love to you all. Drink responsibly. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you have tried anything from Good Land Brewing Co., or if you just enjoy a barrel-aged Scotch ale. And if you do enjoy barrel-aged Scotch ales, which barrel-aged Scotch ale do you recommend to me to try and review for the world? Alrighties. Here we go. No, that's just full of flavour. I love it. Yep. Not heading towards the dark and roasty, but it's fruity, but it's rich. Alright, I'm repeating myself. Much love to you all. Catch you all later.